Good morning, all from Epcot. It's time for another walk and talk through the park. Today we are starting here at the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Rewind. Almost said Mission Breakout. Uh, I am your roving reporter, or the person just holds my phone up long enough so people can see stuff. Jeremiah, back at LPHQ, we've got Doobie.
Hey.
And I think we may have other voices jump in every now and then as normal.
You might, Rabbit, you might.
Yes. So, here we go. I know that we haven't really focused on much on this side because the construction hadn't been happening, but construction has started back up for Guardians of the Galaxy. As you can see up on the top, you can see the first row are just the supports for the solar panels, and then behind it they've actually added some more metal support for what will be another row of solar panels up there. We don't know if they'll actually power the ride like the old one did, but it'll look nice and help energy.
Universe of Energy was actually powered by those panels?
Yes.
Is that why it moved so slowly?
It was. Each sunny day got one ride through.
And then the final day, obviously the sun set on it and it broke.
Yep. Which was actually just a few days ago. Oh no, it closed on the 13th. So tomorrow?
Oh, you're talking about an anniversary. I thought
yes. What is today? Today the 14th?
Today is the 14th, Jeremiah. So welcome.
Both the Universe of Energy and Great Movie Ride closed a couple of years ago yesterday.
It's been 2 years since they closed?
Yep. So back there we have the Wonders of Life Dome, also known as the new Play Disney Pavilion. There's some stuff up on the roof because I know that they've had to replace the air conditioning in some of those panels. Earlier, they're actually construction workers climbing on it. Not, they were tethered in for safety, but they were working up there.
Thank you, OSHA.
I know. Remember the good old days where construction workers would just be walking around without any tethering or anything?
No, but I'm not as old as you. Do we know when this attraction is supposed to open, or at least was supposed to open?
Nope, there was no official date. I mean, you can see very clearly this section of the attraction, the old great Universe of Energy, still has a lot of work to be done.
Can you see the shell building from here? I know from across the lake you can see it very clearly, or at least from the parking lot.
If I back up, I'm walking backwards, which is always a bad move. There you go. Can you see it?
No.
Well, that's a good thing because it's go away blue. See the tower of mesh to the right?
Yeah.
And then look to the left of that. You can kind of see.
That blends very, very well.
Yeah. Do not worry, Zootopia is not coming to Epcot. Well, at least full Zootopia. We'll get some Zootopia-like stuff in the Play Pavilion. Right now, we're swimming against the current. Epcot's been open for about an hour, and the traffic is just starting to pick up to come in.
Yeah, it looks a little busy there. A little. A lot of walls in Future World. It's nice to see.
Yeah, it's a little hard to navigate. I know, like the last time we did a live stream here, I needed to go back to Mouse Gears, but we ended up on the other side by Living Sea, so I have to walk around Spaceship Earth and then around the guest relations and then come in through the other side by Mission Space to go to Mouse Gears.
Is it truly Mouse Gears? I always thought it was singular.
No, we've had this discussion before. It is Mouse Gear.
Okay. All right, nomenclature is important.
I know, Ratatouille.
Oh,
Nomenclature is important, and that's why Doobie ignores it each and every day.
There's a good look at what's left of interventions on that side.
Not a lot.
Hey, Jeremiah, do we have any insight as to? I know that they're not building that pavilion, and there's changes regarding what they're planning on for Epcot. Do we have any idea of what Inspiration Point's going to look like now without the sort of building there?
Did we get the official that pavilion's not being built?
Yes,
Was there a statement from Disney?
there was I don't know about a statement, but an email.
No, I was actually having that discussion yesterday with somebody. I'm guessing that we may see remember the original concept they showed us at D23 Expo, where it was just greenery back there? I think that could be what we're looking at now. There we go. Look at the beauty of the new pylon.
That feels so Epcot-ish.
I know, very, very retro, very much a throwback to almost exactly what it was 22 years ago. Was that when it started changing?
That is very nice. I feel like people will walk in and bow to that.
And then I'll make fun of them.
After you get up.
I do want to show something that I found earlier today. I'll come back to the pylon as I walk back. But as I walked in this morning, you should always look down and up. That's why things are created, to look so you can see all the different aspects of the park. Okay, so here is a Disney manhole cover. Has the Walt Disney World D with Mickey Mouse in it. Trust me, this is going to be interesting, Doobie.
I trust you, Jeremiah.
And now I'm leaving the park.
Thank you for joining.
So this manhole cover, Doobie, any guesses on what that is?
A Millennium Falcon?
It is from Batu.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's one of the Batuan manhole covers.
I was close. Why?
I don't know.
That's really funny.
Probably, they just needed one, and that was in the back because it looked pretty rusty, so they decided to throw it up there.
I'm not. Disney's usually a little more whatever than that.
Yeah, with all this construction going on, you never know.
That must be a clue to an upcoming attraction.
There we go. There's our main shot.
Music in the background.
America.
Now we're going to walk through what used to be just a cast member area.
You mean you have to put the camera down?
No, it's no longer a cast member area. It's a throughway.
Is that the backside of Living Seas?
As soon as we're past these, you'll see the backside of Living Seas.
Behind that wall right there is one of the original ticket booths from Epcot.
Is it the last one?
I would tell you the story behind that patio, but I'm not going to.
Thank you.
So up here on our left, we have the Moana pavilion, where we can interact with water. And oh wait, there's absolutely no change to this area.
By the way, if anyone listening or rather watching has any questions or any requests for Jeremiah, just type them in the comments. We'll put them up, and we will order Jeremiah to do your bidding.
Wait a minute. What?
You knew the job was dangerous when you took it.
Job? Remember to begin your journey.
I was watching a video this morning, completely unrelated to Disney, where someone was like following something, and it made me really appreciate our investment in a stabilizer.
Yes, I'm not. I always felt that I had steady hands, but watching our videos compared to when I would just walk with it, it definitely does help. Hey, look, it's Living Seas.
I thought that was Nemo and Friends.
It'll always be Living Seas to me.
Were you ever fooled by the hydrolator?
Yes, when I first went on it in '96, I was definitely like, "Wow, this is amazing." I didn't think that we went, to the bottom of the sea or whatever, but I definitely thought it was like the stretching room in Disneyland where you're actually moving, not just and you're done.
It's effective.
Here's something that hasn't aged well. Fastpass kiosks.
Yep. I remember when they launched Fastpass. It was a big deal.
I do also. I was in Animal Kingdom and got to experience it on Kilimanjaro Safari, which is the first attraction to test Fastpass here at Walt Disney World. Doobie, what was the first attraction in Disneyland to test Fastpass?
Now, if I'm not mistaken, it was Storybook Land Canal Boats.
I'm sorry. Would you like to phone a friend?
Benji, do you know?
Yes. What's the question?
Jeremiah, just tell us.
It was It's a Small World holiday.
I do remember that now.
Remember that great annual pass party that they had for It's a Small World holiday? How amazing and fun that was. Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, after the Light Magic annual pass party, they actually had an annual pass party planned for It's a Small World holiday. Because that was the first year, I believe, of it. And because of the amazing reception that the Light Magic party got, they canceled the It's a Small World holiday annual pass party, but they had already created pins for it. So those are some of my favorite collector's items. Here's something fun to watch.
Oh, so cool.
So Joy's trying to leave Epcot?
Now she's using her magic binoculars to see everybody.
She's trying to find the Joy.
Magic Kingdom, 2 miles the other way.
I think Joy Disney is about to leave, though.
Putting characters. Do either of you recall if they ever done this with characters before social distancing? Just put them out in the middle of the grass.
Not in the modern age.
Before social distancing, that would just be considered rude. Oh, hi, Phil.
But is that really?
No.
It's really cool. No, it's a really cool. I mean, it's not something you want instead of the meet and greets, but like seeing Pooh tramping through the grass, it's really cool. It's neat.
No, that used to be a thing like back in the 70s and early 80s before characters, there would be a 3-hour wait for a character. Because I remember seeing the pictures of Mickey and friends out here in the Rose Garden on the grass, and they'd just be waving at everybody.
You did not spend long enough on the upside down waterfall, one of the marvels of Epcot.
I will, when I head down there, that'll be my focus as I walk around. I just wanted to get a shot of how sad it looks up here. So
No jumping over.
the jumping fountains aren't working, but these were always my favorite with friends because we'd sit here and smack the water at each other and we'd end up getting soaked.
I have a question. Does Disney realize that by not having the jumping fountains, they're really impacting the future of America's Funniest Home Videos?
Yes.
Think beyond your own division.
Does anybody want to go see a giant figment? Oh.
So is Captain EO open during all this?
No, sadly.
Is the Pixar Short Film Festival?
It is. There is currently a 9-minute wait for it.
True colors shining through.
That's a slightly underrated attraction, I would say, given the 3D and the use of the theater effects. It's better than it should be.
And the air conditioning.
Oh, how could I forget? What's the weather like today, Jeremiah?
The clouds that have moved in have definitely cooled it off some. I mean, it was definitely quite warmer when we started this walk and talk.
Thank you. So when you move over to the left a bit to where you only have the fountains, that's my wallpaper for today.
Okay.
Right there. Perfect. Thank you, Jeremiah.
I'll come
Anyone else
back to
out there
that.
needs a wallpaper for today? Just post it in the comments. Jeremiah will do your bidding.
You know what I was thinking? We should start like on Facebook a where in the park is this, and just post a close up of something, a photo, and just have people try to figure out where it is.
Agreed. Why don't you do that today? You can just go ahead and post it. Do one of those simultaneous IG FB feeds. It's a nice shot. The other's better. It's closer.
And no monorail, so can't get that extra shot. Here's a beautiful view.
It will be.
Well, we hope it will be.
So there's
got a message.
no Epcot monorail?
No Epcot monorail.
Which I guess makes sense since there's no park hopping.
Yeah, and they make a point of that when you're on the monorail or going up to the monorail at the Magic Kingdom. There is no Epcot monorail. Stop yelling at me.
So if you're staying at the Grand Floridian and want to go to Epcot, you're taking a bus.
These are some beautiful flowers here. Along with some beautiful trash cans. It is also very quiet around here.
Very quiet in here, too.
In your head.
I love Epcot. This is the third day in a row we've done a stream from 3 different parks, and there's just an energy that's not there today. And I don't think it's just
Is that from me, from you, or from the park?
I think it's from the park. Maybe we just, maybe it was my mistake making you go see those pylons, although I'm glad we saw them. But Epcot's dead.
Yeah. No, Epcot, of all 4 of the parks, I felt that, I love Epcot and I love how not busy it is. But, I do miss some of the energy of the crowds.
And where's the BGM? It's so quiet. Can you hear BGM? We're just not hearing it?
Nope. There was nothing. No, the Rose Garden didn't have BGM that I can ever recall. once we hit the promenade, we should start hearing it again. But no, there's nothing going on in the background.
Yeah, I can see why people feel the need to drink here.
Citrus blossom. Here are all the people.
I know where all the people are. They're in line for that tequila place.
So I looked this up before I put it. Just you never know. This says, "I want to be greeted." So can you say hello to Sarah?
Hello to Sarah.
Yeah.
Buenos dias, Sarah. Is it Spanish?
No, it's Indonesian actually.
Oh, then.
Are you excited? Are you excited that Disney Plus is coming to Indonesia?
We actually have a large Indonesian audience because of that dinosaur video. A lot of our views came from
Hi. Good to see you. I was like, I think that's Jeremiah.
How you doing? Good to see you. We'll do that. Yeah. I'll see you guys later on. So, sorry, that was as I'm walking, I hear somebody yell my name, and I'm like, oh, who's, for some reason people know me. That was people I worked with in California at Walt Disney Travel. And then when Shanghai opened, the female of the couple was over in Shanghai to help open it, and I actually hung out with them while the park was opening. And
Wait, Jeremiah?
Yes.
You've been to Shanghai?
Here's the festival market, so if you want any orange bird stuff, they still have plenty of it.
Where are we in now? Canada?
We are on the outskirts of Canada.
That is the mill stage.
Yes, Benji, there should be lumberjacks here.
Stabilizer's amazing. Now we're hearing some classic Canadian music.
Remember when we had this long discussion about what all this was over here last time?
The UK Pavilion.
Yes, but what is that, Benji?
What is the United Kingdom?
No, the thing directly ahead of us, the large rock.
Oh,
The TWINNINGST place.
No, that's the thatched roof place.
that's the place that the World Showcase players used to do their Holy Grail show.
Grail. Oh,
Cell phone tower?
yes, I think that's what it is. Relaxation station.
Is fish and chips open?
It is not.
That's disappointing.
Here, let's see. There's the area in the land, the area in France, Kakagori, the area Regal Eagle and American Adventure. And then one of the areas in Mexico. Doobie, you're going to have to take a screenshot of this one
Why?
because I can't take a picture. And when I complete this loop, I will not be returning to this
Oh, yeah, you
spot.
will. Screenshot does not do it justice. Can't you take a shutter picture while you're... Never mind.
No.
Skyliner. What I miss the most about Disney World? I'm glad I will be able to ride it when I go there, even if I can't get in the parks.
Yep, nice and quiet in here. So the PhotoPass cast member, one of the guests' mask had fallen beneath their nose, and the PhotoPass cast member stopped taking pictures and instructed the guest to put the mask above its nose.
Wow, so they will not take a PhotoPass picture of you without masks
Correct.
at all. Kind of hurt sales.
The jewelry company?
Wow, Jeremiah. That was bad.
I know. Sorry. Did we look up what this was?
Nope. I think it's a... Didn't you tell us what this was last time?
Nope. No clue. I know what it is. Like, it's a light tower for Harmonious. Here, let's walk over by Tui.
That's got to open soon, isn't it? Opening this summer.
Somehow I feel like we could see this attraction open. If Universal could open up their Born Stuntacular, maybe we will see Ratatouille open before the end of the year.
Why not take some of the pressure off of Hollywood studios?
Jeremiah, do you know anything about the improvements they recently made to Universal Studios?
Oh, because they closed Fast and the Furious?
Yeah.
I'm glad I was right there on that one. Hey, but I enjoyed Barney A Day in the Park. The whole second time that I saw it. There's the banner saying that this area is the Kid Cot Fun Spot. There's nobody here, but this area is the Kid Cot Fun Spot. Right now, all I can smell are like chocolate croissants.
France doesn't have a signature fragrance like Layla in Norway. You would think it would.
I could make a really bad joke right now, but I'm not going to.
No, you're not. Come on, Jeremiah. Show some class. Hey, didn't the executive chef of the France Pavilion recently retire?
You got me on that one.
Okay. Well, this is why Epcot is not in your purview as the head of water fountains of Future World for Laughing Place.
Here we come up to the latest and greatest pavilion here at Epcot, Brazil.
Bruno Vrignon, who's been the executive chef in the France Pavilion since it opened, is retiring after 38 years.
Well, at least he's going out on a high note. I mean, he can make some of the best meals ever for Monsieur Paul's or Chefs de France.
Yes, and I believe he made a statement in there about restaurants that may not be reopening that then got retracted. So he had a little news.
Oh, Spice Road Table's still open.
Tangerine Cafe
Closed.
and Chef de France was closed, right?
Yes. And
Oh,
Monsieur
Canada?
Paul's.
What's it called in Canada? I can't believe I forgot. But is it closed?
Le Cellier? No, that is one of the open
Nice.
locations.
We can all get our cheddar cheese soup.
You can actually get that at the booth outside. Let's walk
Ooh.
into Morocco, shall we?
Let's. Marrakesh.
Closed.
You know, restaurant Marrakesh is Robin Lopez's favorite Epcot restaurant.
We should all go out to celebrate. Did you know that there were Moroccan artisans that came to help build this pavilion?
Really?
Yes.
Is Moroccan the best band name in World Showcase?
Moroccan?
Yes.
They were. This rope is new.
Sorry about that. By the way, I'm about to show something very cool. Also show Jeremiah is wrong. All in one picture in just a moment. So I'm very proud of this find I'm about to put up here.
Oh, if you happen to be doing the Play Disney app and you are looking for the KidCot prize or KidCot badge, there you go. That is the Moroccan.
Well, that's cool. 3 years ago today.
You're the one who said 2 years.
No, you did. I said it's like 3 days. Anyway, 3 years ago today, there is basketball playing brothers Robin and
Brooke.
Lopez. Thank you. At both the closing of Great Movie Ride and University of Energy. And the biggest Disney fan you know, both in stature and fandom.
Hey, look, remember when you didn't know there was a camel here, Doobie?
Actually, no, but okay.
There is Remy with the carrot. When we were doing the scavenger hunt, and I wasn't sure where Remy was, and you said, go to the camel. And I'm like, oh, I know where it is. And you go, there's a camel? If anybody wants a virtual Instagram shot, yeah, go right ahead and there you go.
So, Jeremiah, purely on
Yes.
aesthetics, where do you rank the Morocco Pavilion?
Are we doing this now?
Second.
I enjoy the Morocco Pavilion. It is definitely the most beautiful of all the pavilions. If I had to pick my favorite pavilion, I'd probably say France when Impressions de France is playing. I enjoy the Beauty and the Beast sing along, but Impressions of France is my favorite classic Epcot film.
Do you prefer what version of the Canada film do you prefer?
I enjoy the original one the most, just the classic 360. Partially because I remember seeing it in Disneyland. It didn't appear in Disneyland. They never showed it. It was
So, like any normal person, you prefer it pre-Martin Short.
correct. You know, someday I'm going to find Martin Short, and he's going to be a special guest on it here, and you're going to have to explain why you hate him so much.
If you're a Disney fan and you don't follow Robin Lopez on Twitter, you are missing out. One of his tweets, never forget that Disney did Doug worse than they did Star Wars.
You know, instead of maybe following around a duck for an hour, maybe we should follow around Robin Lopez for an hour.
If you see him walking around, please do that, but stay out the bubble. So we are now in Japan.
Yes.
The drummers are no more. It's hard to believe that the Japan drummers aren't there. That is such an iconic part of that place.
There just isn't anything here.
Are any of the restaurants open?
No. Actually, I think the quick service maybe.
Is the Mount Fuji coaster open?
No, and neither is Meet the World.
Wow.
But there are some koi fish here.
That's pretty.
I love that bridge up there. That's just that shot's amazing. And now we are back to walking.
Did you know that Moroccan artisans were brought in to help make the Japan Pavilion?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting note.
No, you know, that's what I'm here for. That's not true.
That's not what you're here for? Kakagori, anyone? I could really go for some kakagori right now.
Go ahead.
I only have two hands, and kakagori is definitely a two-hand thing.
Now you are approaching
The American Adventure, our host pavilion, located across the lagoon.
How are you passing up the funnel cakes?
I actually couldn't smell it right now. Not because I can't smell anything, just it wasn't that prominent.
Clean your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing.
I do look forward to soon on that stage, the Voices of Liberty.
Are they going to be there, meaning later today or later date?
When they come back.
Equity. That's what.
Correct.
So you want to talk about that a little bit?
How Equity and Disney came to an agreement. I'm not sure of all the details. I'm sure that Benji could share much more than that, but we do know that Equity shall be returning sometime in the near future to the Disney parks here in Florida. And I know Voice of the Liberty was definitely the high for, that was the number one for Epcot.
Equity being many of the performers in some of the shows, right?
Correct. We talked about Monsters being Equity yesterday because even Monsters need a union.
Especially Monsters need a union. Let's see. Is the Regal Beagle open?
Yes, it is, and so is the bar outside.
And the American Pavilion, the attraction there, that's been running too?
Correct.
Cool. Well, America is open for business.
One of the things that I've been to Epcot, a handful of times since it reopened, and the cavalcade that they have around the World Showcase Promenade, I have seen once one part of one of them, because it seems every time I'm here it's either raining or apparently it's too early for the cavalcade. Now would be an excellent time for it to start so I could get a view of one of them, but I don't see it anywhere.
I was watching an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine the other day, and they were referencing the canals of Venice at Epcot. I was pretty amazed how accurate they were on what you can see at Epcot. They have a lot of Disney references on that show.
Are you sure they weren't talking about the canals of Venice in California?
I am certain. They have a lot of Disney references, some very obscure. It's quite impressive.
The canal here at Venice needs to be cleaned out.
They should have made that an attraction, or at least a picture spot.
Italy is very empty. I know that the Via Nepalini is open. I believe the pizza window is open, but none of the shops are.
Oh, the shops aren't even open there?
No. They do have the kiosk for the taste of food and wine and the gelato.
And the restaurants are closed other than the Via Napoli food window?
Correct.
Wow, it's just not Epcot without all the international restaurants. That's like what Epcot is.
Hey, the train's running.
Oh, yay.
Here, let's give you a. There we go.
Can you put your phone on one of the cars and we can take a ride and then pick it up when it comes back?
No, but I can give you what it would feel like to have a train rolling at you at, a million miles an hour.
Yeah, that was
Look
a bad
out. Here it comes.
From this angle, it almost looks real. It's huge. That's cool.
But that seems to be the only train that's running. Oh, no, there's another one in the distance.
In the distance.
Do you know what they built this for, Jeremiah, this whole train thing?
No, what was that, Doobie?
I believe it was for Mickey's Not So Scary.
Yes, I believe it was.
No, what did they? I forgot. I was really hoping you would tell us.
It was a flowering garden.
Okay.
I believe it was the first flowering garden. So they have two of the trains running. They have this sad one over here.
If someone makes a comment, and since you spend so much time in the parks, you could comment on this from a first-hand experience.
I've done the park an entire day without taking the mask off. But the nice thing about both Disney and Universal, actually all the theme parks in Central Florida, have relaxation stations where you can go and sit and be socially distant and remove your mask just to sit and relax. When we get over by Norway, I'll see if I can go into the one there so you can experience that.
When we get over by what?
Norway.
That's what I thought you said.
Hey, Jim, how much do you know about Norway?
It's the land of trolls.
Do you know what the heart of Norway is?
The people.
We have a request. Lunch at Space 220.
Is that Tony again?
That wasn't Tony, actually. It felt like a Tony. So.
The caramel shop is open, so if you can smell that, you're missing out.
We actually can smell it. It's very nice.
Now it smells like popcorn. Originally it was caramel, then as I passed, the popcorn hit. More Orange Bird merchandise.
Can we see a little bit real quick?
I keep wanting to buy this shirt, but then I see other people wearing the shirt and I go, I should not buy that shirt. The hat. There's the ornament, the flower pot, these stretch pants. And there's the picture.
Someone's asking, are those leggings? And if so, can you get them for them?
They are, in fact, leggings. And no, I'm sorry, I cannot. Here is the Figment merchandise for Flower and Garden. It's being showed off beautifully. It's for pass holders, we're let know. Here is the Spike line of merchandise for Flower and Garden.
Who's Spike?
The bee.
What's the name of the character in Mickey's Runaway Railway?
Chubby?
Okay. By the way, Christina is disappointed that you won't get the leggings for her.
Maybe next visit. So here in the Equatorial Africa Pavilion, we do have the artisans working on jewelry and wood carvings, but the village trader is closed, so I'm sorry, you cannot buy any soccer balls.
This was always my favorite place to get the World Showcase antenna toppers.
What's an antenna?
Well, pencil toppers. With the pencil.
Refreshment Outpost is open, or you can get your Spike the Bee sipper, and of course, the food that is always available here in Equatorial Africa, hot dogs.
You don't know. That's one place you have. Wait, you have been to Africa.
South Africa, yes.
Dude, Jeremiah, you are a world traveler.
I enjoy it. Sadly, this year, I'm very happy that to start off the year, I was able to visit Disneyland Paris for a quick trip, and then Disneyland for a couple of days, and then that was it.
You've just crossed over the bridge where the ball used to come out for illuminations, correct?
Correct. Where
Yeah.
at some point something will come out when Harmonious
except when actively eating or drinking while stationary.
is going.
Wash your hands often and thoroughly.
We have a
Cover
question.
your
Can
mouth
you
and
see the
nose
question?
when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you for your cooperation.
Dreamfinder is hiding in some great comic books that came out a few years ago by Disney Kingdoms. If you go pick up the Figment comic book or the trade paperback or the hardcover, you can definitely see Dreamfinder in action. Now we're going to cross over this arch bridge. This bridge right here is one of my favorite spots to watch people, because most of the time they aren't looking and then they end up tripping over it. So from this spot, I know that all you guys can probably hear is the water rushing, but I can hear it sounds like lions in the distance, or it's construction on the Harmonious floats backstage. Hey, what is this over here?
That looks like Perry.
Oh, there you are, Perry. Yes, that was when Agent P and Kim Possible had just switched over, and they were still issuing you little flip phones before it became use your own.
Are we doing the Agent P adventure?
They do not. That will be taken over by DuckTales.
Do we still think that's happening?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think that it could be that difficult. Ooh. You're watching
Right.
place and you're just like, should I be in here?
I hear they have some Shanghai merchandise at the store now.
They have had Shanghai merchandise at the store, but the fact that the store is open is new.
Like first anniversary merchandise. I don't know why first anniversary, but
Let me know if I start to break up some.
Yeah, you did a little bit when you were pointing at the Shanghai sign, but now
Yeah,
you're
I'm gonna try to walk through the House of Good Fortune shop and see what I can get in there because this just reopened recently.
By the way, this seems like a good place to mention that the music video for Loyal, Brave, True by Christina Aguilera premiered this morning for Mulan, coming to Disney Plus next month.
I'm so glad that we had that all planned out.
Disney legend.
It's very nice in here. They kind of set it up as a photo spot. And if you need a portable sink to wash your hands with. Okay. I'm in here looking for Shanghai merchandise, and I don't see any. It was usually back here.
I'm with you. That is some beautiful music in this area. Your signal is not perfect, but it's good enough for this quest. But once the quest is over, run out.
Okay.
Maya, if you can hear me, make your
I
escape.
noticed there.
Get out.
I think we should go to live to Doobie, just doing whatever he's doing while we wait. Oh, there it is. I see it right there, right in front of me.
Opening merchandise.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Can you guys see me? Can you hear me right now?
Yeah.
So this is a Spirit jersey, but it's Walt Disney World Spirit jersey. And this lantern is Walt Disney World branded. And that is Walt Disney World. And Walt Disney World red envelopes. So that's interesting to see.
Interesting to find that at Walt Disney World.
Well, yes, it is. But the fact that there is new China Pavilion merchandise that is not from Shanghai or Hong Kong, that is Walt Disney World branded, is something unique. My favorite location to eat is not open.
Which is what?
The Lotus Blossom Cafe.
They have a great drink there, like non-alcoholic thingy. Iced tea, is it? I don't know. How about Nine Dragons?
Sorry, we're closed.
Oh, we saw Jeremiah. So Nine Dragons is, of course, the restaurant that's famously ridiculed because of one mention in the unofficial guide to Disney World 20 years ago, and it's had to overcome that reputation ever since.
I know nothing about this information.
Yeah, okay. Demotion ahead.
Woo! Is my demotion that I will not be live streaming tomorrow at noon, my time, 9 yours?
I think you finally get a day off, don't you?
Oh. I am not complaining. I do love being in the parks as much as possible. I feel honored and privileged to be able to be in the parks, to bring it up to everybody at home. But the joke that it's hot isn't just a joke, sadly. There's the end of the line for Frozen Ever After. So let's see if I can get any reception here in the relaxation station.
You got the Norway restaurant?
Yes. Just me. Oh. That
Oh, it
was
is.
definitely a genuine sound.
Wow. I've only been in this restaurant one time. It was yummy.
Right now, the air in this restaurant, I would definitely describe as yummy also. So yes, you can come in here, take off your mask, sit and enjoy some AC cool off. One of the things that if I can convey one message to anybody coming to the parks, you do not need to go to a restaurant, get food, and then come to a relaxation station. If you're going to Cosmic Rays or like the Land or anything, you can sit anywhere as long as you're sat. You can take off your mask and eat and drink. Yes, the relaxation station is where you can take off your mask and relax, but you don't need food or drink in here to do it.
Are you allowed to bring food into a relaxation station?
Yes.
Okay.
They do not have vendors or anything in here because the relaxation station isn't meant to be, the place to sit and just spend your day. It's meant to come in, take a break, take off the mask, and kind of relax for a few minutes.
In your tours, have you ever seen them get so full that people had to wait to get into them?
I have in Disney's Hollywood Studios, the launch bay, because the launch bay inside is only the upper level, so it can't accommodate that many people because, just like here, they have tables you don't sit at due to social distancing. There's social distancing dots and different tables and benches to sit in. So that fills up, and they'll actually have people stand outside in what is the queue area for the films and for launch bay. You can take off your mask out there. I've not seen it to the point where you just can't get into one here, but I have seen them, move to their second capacity area.
Okay. So in general, there's no pressure to, take your 5 breaths and get out. You can truly relax for as long as you really feel you need to.
No, there was the one in Disney's Animal Kingdom across from the bird show is just one of the old upper levels of the Discovery boat loading area. So it has a smaller capacity, and I was in there for, I think I was actually working on something, and I worked for a few minutes, but I'd always keep an eye on the door to make sure there wasn't people waiting to get in. Just be considerate to other guests. They all need a break also.
Well put, Jeremiah. Your break is over.
I was just about to say I'm heading out. I can tell my break is over when my shirt starts to get very cold because the sweat then proceeds to turn into just cold water on me. And this one does have a bathroom.
Oh, nice.
So, and for you, Doobie, we will try to walk through the store so you can get a smell of your favorite.
After the story about your wet shirt, I agree. That's a good idea. The sorting. If you are someone out there who would like to make a lady happy, you will get Layla perfume from the Norway Pavilion. It is beautiful. And it'll remind you of Epcot whenever you're with her.
Right there. Right there. I know before the shutdown, I think this may have been one of the last things I actually put together for a piece was our the Norway merchandise. I don't know if it ever made it anywhere, but I think I'll have to come and revisit this at some point to get this line because it is really cute.
It is. Mickey looks cold.
There's the mini. Hey, here you go, Doobie. So, and once we get out of here, I'll tell you a funny story regarding Layla, the song.
Is that Layla herself?
Yes. About the song, not the perfume.
It is a beautiful scent.
I do love it. It is one of those things that that smell is Walt Disney World to me. So when I was working at the Disneyland Hotel many, many moons ago, I was checking in a family and the wife was playing with the daughter, watching the cartoons as the husband was checking in. And as I was checking them in, I mentioned something about the wife's name because it was Layla. And the husband went on to tell me how she is named after the song because her mother, the woman's mother, inspired the song by Eric Clapton.
Wow.
Yeah, it was one of those like, that's probably more than I needed to know, but it's pretty cool to know.
That's pretty cool. No, you need to know that.
Yeah.
Are we still in Norway?
We are. We're in the part that actually looks more like Norway than Norway does, even though it's all frozen.
Do you remember when they used to have that big ship that kids could play on?
I do. I miss that.
Yeah.
But the splinters weren't the popular thing.
And then I think one of the cooler little parts of Norway that no one knows is there is the statue of the same marathon runner, Greta Weiss. Pretty cool.
Do you want me to walk back over and showcase it?
Not necessary. You can remain our secret.
Okay.
But I always like to, when they have the marathon, go through World Showcase, get a picture of marathoners passing that statue. Kind of neat.
Here's a girl using her frozen web shooters to water the plants. That right there just made my day.
Oh, we're not in Norway anymore.
Mexico. I don't know how far into this pavilion we can go before we lose reception, so let's see what we can do. I love this walkway, especially during Flower and Garden, when they have all the plants and all the flowers blooming. Right now, it's just off season. Hi there. Thank you. Please remember.
Not for no reason is that sign there. It's happened.
I could follow this bird.
We are going to do the duck follow, Jeremiah. I don't even know if Benji knows what we're talking about, but it's going to happen.
Oh, they are sending guests all the way around the pyramid to go in.
Are the stairs open?
Yes. They're sending people, instead of going straight in through those doors, they're sending them around the side door where apparently we ran out of the official stickers. Ooh. Oh, wow. Good. How about you? The Mexico Pavilion seems to be down.
Thanks.
So they have this as a queue to go down into the pavilion. It's also very difficult to see these blue lines in the dark.
So the Three Caballeros ride is open, correct?
Correct.
And the tequila bar is open, correct?
Correct. I think that may be why I'm standing in line to go down into the pavilion itself. Is it may be too crowded in there because there is a queue, and they're counting off people to go down into the area.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. You don't remember? Did they announce Coco? They did announce Coco for this pavilion, right?
I'm sorry.
Did they announce Coco for this pavilion, or just hinted?
They did not announce it. It was just implied on the model and on the attraction poster, but we've not heard anything about Coco one way or another. I don't think I'm going to head down into the pavilion because it seems like this queue is not moving very much. So once I move forward, I will exit out.
In the meantime, we'll enjoy this lovely sight. It is very. So, Jeremiah, where do you rank Mexico on your list of beautiful pavilions?
If I could rank it from when I first saw it, when it was still the River of Time attraction and they didn't have so many lights in there, and before the tequila bar, it would be higher than it is now. I love the Three Caballeros. Grand Fiesta starring Three Caballeros is definitely a great attraction. I love that they brought back animatronics from the opening of Magic Kingdom to be put in Epcot. But this pavilion, sadly for me, kind of turned into Mexico as it has been for me in my life. When I was a kid, I went down to Mexico with my grandparents and, went to Mexico City where it was about the artisans and there were the craftspeople, and it wasn't a tourist trap. Where later in my life, it turned into more of, hey, let's go to Mexico to drink in excess and have fun. And that's kind of what this pavilion turned into, sadly, with the tequila bar and lots of drinking. But that's kind of what Epcot is in general, is drink around the world.
Yes, it has become that for many.
Right now, I'm enjoying the AC.
Even Disney sells shirts, drink around the world.
Yeah.
Way out.
Seriously, these doors are locked. I cannot get out through those doors.
Not a way out.
Excuse me. Wow. I just had to do a maze to get out of a pavilion. So I'm guessing that the Mexico Pavilion has a capacity issue, and that is why there is now a queue to go into it.
Is the San Angel Inn open?
The Hacienda or the quick service?
Why don't you answer for both?
The Hacienda, I do not believe is open. The quick service is.
You have a dancing cast member on the right.
There are more cast members before you enter this pavilion than I've seen in an entire pavilion at Epcot. See, the cantina is open.
Cantina's yummy. That's one of those underrated quick services.
Yes. It really just depends on what's available. Their menu for me changes, I think, too often because there'll be times where I really want this option, and then it'll be gone. But that's, again, Walt Disney World as a whole. I think we've all learned that if you love a meal that's something that's unique, it may not be around much longer.
That's why I get a churro every time I go.
Love them churros. And there's that moment for us, Doobie.
Did you see
You guys
the
realize how old of a reference that is, right?
No, we don't.
Approximately 25 years old.
No, it wasn't that long ago. Do you remember? I don't know if this happened a lot, but I saw it once where when he did that line, some kid ran up to him with a churro.
I think I may get my wish. I just don't know where they're coming from. Sorry, I didn't mean to just leave it on the dock. It's like, look, here's a dock. So why I stopped suddenly was one of the cavalcades is happening somewhere. The music started and the entire area came to life, but I don't see it anywhere around the World Showcase Lagoon. Oh, there it is. It's over in America. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I think a goal next week will be to come to Epcot and just sit and wait and try to get those cavalcades. Oh, hey, guess what, guys? What, Jeremiah? Here comes the cavalcade.
Yay! Jeremiah's dream comes true. Dream comes true.
And until the cavalcade gets here.
He doesn't like you either, Jeremiah.
So what we just learned is when the music starts, it seems like there's a cavalcade on each side of the World Showcase Lagoon.
That looks like horses.
You saw a porpoise?
That's worth the living fees.
I mean, I can see the swan here. I can't see the dolphin. Not that that's a dolphin.
Hi.
Oh, lovely princesses. I see Belle, and I see Aurora, and I see Jasmine, and there's the fairest one of all in the back, Snow White.
Make sure you focus on her. Best princess ever.
There you go. Is that what you want to do, B?
Yep. It's cool how they have a plastic in between them so they can be a little closer.
Okay, gang. I think we've come full circle.
Wow, I think this is our longest one ever.
We had an hour and a half yet, or just an hour?
An hour and a quarter. 1.25 hours.
Well, here, let's walk towards the center of the park. That we'll probably have some grass at some point, and they may put a hub there. We are right now walking right down the middle of Epcot.
Walking right down the middle of Epcot. They really should run the monorail even without people, just for the Epcot views. Completes the park. Hey, it's almost time for Lights of Wonder to return.
Oh, ouch. That was an old reference.
Not that old. They just left like 3 or 4 years ago.
Or like 15. Okay, gang. So I think we're going to call it here.
Thank you, Jeremiah. Let's see. Before you hang up, let me see what we've got coming up later today. At 4 p.m., this is Pacific time, we have a premiere video of the Haunted Mansion Funko that Alex is going to be doing, so check out that. Tomorrow at 4 p.m., we have a premiere of Ride video. Jeremiah, do you know what you're going to be premiering tomorrow yet?
I believe tomorrow will be Ariel's Adventure Under the Sea, The Little Mermaid.
Wonderful. So be sure to check that out. A brand new POV of that. And then tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, we have our weekly edition of Disney Trivia Live. This one's going to be a lot of fun because tomorrow is August 15th, aka 8/15. So we are doing a Lost tonight. We're doing 3 contests tomorrow, all of them themed to Lost. There's Lost Disney, another Lost Disney, and then a special third contest that will actually be about Lost, the TV show. So that'll be fun. Tune in tomorrow for that. And now, Jeremiah, you may bid your goodbye.
You know, at some point I want to be able to do the trivia. It's a little late for me.
Come on, Jeremiah. It's fun. Do it.
I definitely will work on it. I would love to do it tomorrow, but I will be at work.
Understood.
Okay, hang on. There we go. There's like as center as I can get it, I think. So thanks for walking and talking around the park with me. I'll see you guys all sometime next week. I'm sure that we'll be doing this maybe Monday or Tuesday. Monday, I know that we have our dig a little deeper. No, Monday we have our park recap, and then Sunday we have our dig a little deeper. So maybe Tuesday we'll be in a park and enjoying it. And than that, hope everybody enjoys, stay safe, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook, like our YouTube so you get notifications. You can head over to Instagram. We've got some great pictures on there, and we are always tweeting something.
Was that your goodbye?
That was my goodbye. Arrivederci.
Wave goodbye to everybody.